Once upon a time there was a man who made a mistake. Now we don't know if this was a big and ugly mistake, or a simple small mistake, but really it doesn't matter. The story remains the same. This man felt so badly about his mistake that he made a little stone carving to remind him of what he had done, and he carried it with him in his pocket. But his regret was so very, very strong that it had a strange effect on the carving, and the stone slowly began to grow. Soon it was too big for his pocket, so he put it in his satchel. Shortly thereafter the man came upon an inn and decided to stop for a hot meal. Once he had eaten his fill, he tried to reach into his satchel for money to pay the innkeeper, but he had great difficulty, for the carving had grown so big that it nearly filled the bag entirely. With some maneuvering he managed to remove the stone and pay the innkeeper, who looked at the carving with curiosity. "What is that?" he asked the man. "It is a symbol of a mistake I made," the man replied. "I carry it with me to remind myself of what I have done." "It seems a heavy burden to travel with," said the innkeeper. "You may leave it here when you go, if you wish." The man shook his head. "No, I cannot do that. Don't you understand? I can never forgive myself for my mistake. If I leave my stone behind, I may forget what I have done." And so the man left the inn with his carving under one arm. After a couple of days, the stone had grown so large that the man needed both hands to carry it. Trudging along, he passed by a young girl drawing water from a well. "Hello, sir," she called out. "You look weary. Would you like a drink?" "I thank you, child, for your offer," he replied, "but I cannot lay down my stone, so I have no hand with which to drink your water." "But it looks like such a heavy burden. You cannot set it down just to take a drink?" The man sighed and said, "I cannot set it down for anything. You see, it is a symbol of a mistake I made. I carry it with me to remind myself of what I have done, and if I put it down, it means I do not regret it." And so the man kept on, thirsty, hungry, tired, yet focusing on nothing but carrying his carving. Eventually he had to carry it on his back, hunched over, his steps shuffling with the weight. And finally, the stone grew so large and heavy with the man's regret that he could take no more, and he was crushed beneath it.